She braced for burn, knuckles white on the stick. Then the comet spoke. Hold formation. Myra heard over the team channel, pilots swearing as the ring cut through clouds like a blade. Lightning crawled along its edge. It wasn't a ball of ice. It was a perfect circle, miles wide, hollow at the center like an eye. It hummed as it dropped toward the capital like a falling crown. With your planet tonight, the ring sighed, calm, patient, as if it had waited 1,000 years to say those words. Myra's pulse pounded in her ears. She flew point, her ship a black needle against a silver storm. She tasted metal, fear, ozone. The ring's voice wasn't in the speakers. It was in her bones. Double quotes Vanguard. Flare it, break it, push it sunward. Commander Vale barked. We don't let rocks make vows. This isn't a rock, someone muttered. Myra swallowed. Ring entity identify. I am the bond, it said. I was promised. The word promise set fire to the old stories. Children whispering across blankets. The moon bride, the circle that chooses. A wedding that saves a world or seals it shut. You grow up with legends? You don't expect to meet one at Mach 2. The first volley streaked past. Myra, orange, bright. They burst on the ring's rim and vanished. No damage. The ring sang back a low note that made her ship's glass hum. Myra felt it behind her eyes, a pressure like tears she refused to shed. Escalate, Vale said. Charge the spine? Cut that thing? Wait, Myra said, before she could stop herself. Her throat was tight. It's talking. We aren't. She pulled up and rolled, sliding into the hollow center of the ring. It was like flying into a cathedral. The light inside was different, soft, green-white, flecked with drifting sparks like pollen in spring. Her heads-up display stuttered. Her name flashed. Myra Chen, then another name, older, in a script she didn't know yet understood, Vowkeeper. Who promised you? Myra asked. She kept her voice steady. The planet turned below, blue and brown and breathing. Home. The one who carried me, the ring said. She gave me a name. She wore the braid of oath. She said, when our nights run red, you will return? You will bind the sky to our sea. Myra's mouth went dry. Her mother used to braid her hair with a thin silver ribbon. Her mother, who vanished on a survey mission when Myra was 7. Her mother, who told stories of circles and songs. Don't be ridiculous, she told herself. This is gravity and metal and war. But the ring's voice. Something in it felt like being held. Vanguard 2, you're in the blind, Vale snapped. Chun, get out of there. That's an order. Copy, Myra lied and pushed deeper. She drifted inches from the inner rim. It wasn't ice. Not stone. It was carved. Lines upon lines like vows written in rings. She saw waves etched next to a city. A hand reaching toward a circle. A braid. Are you going to crush us? Myra asked. No, the ring said. I'm here to join? Join what? Your world, it said simply. Your oceans. Your wind. Your pulse. That sounds like death, Myra whispered. That sounds like marriage. The ring said. Missiles streaked across the sky beyond the rim. Another chorus of curses on comes. The ring sighed. Clouds tore, and the capital's towers flashed below like needles catching light. Panic rose like smoke. Myra, a voice said. Not the ring? A whisper that cut through everything. Little star. Her hands froze. That nickname. Only her mother used it, quiet in the dark before sleep. Mom? It came out of her before she could stop it. Promise keeper, the voice said. Her mother's laugh and grief lived in that sound. I left the braid with you. The silver ribbon. Do you remember the rhyme? Myra saw herself small in a kitchen that smelled like tea. Her mother's fingers weaving the ribbon. Circle finds circle. When storms run red. Bind the sky. Feed the dead. It was a grave song and a love song. And Myra had buried it under pilot checklists and steel. The twist hit like J-force. The ring wasn't an enemy. It was a key. A caller for something worse. What's coming? Myra asked. The clouds thinned. For a heartbeat, the stars showed bright. One of them moved against the rest. Wrong. Too fast. Too dark. Not a star. A mouth of shadow, rimmed in faint, flickering lights. The Eater, her mother's voice said. It follows us every age. It drinks worlds like rain. We escaped with the ring and left it sleeping in your sky. We planned to wake it when the Eater found this home. But I didn't make it back to you. Myra's breath shook. The Eater's edge cut starlight like a knife. Her jaw set. If the ring weds the planet, it makes a shield, the ring said. Wind and tide and iron singing as one. It will cost. The planet must share a heartbeat. A keeper must speak the vow. Me, Myra said. It wasn't a question. The ribbon sat in a box under her bed. Unopened for years. Negative, Vale snapped. All ships, prepare the spine. We bust the circle now. Planetary batteries online. If they cut the ring, they'd have nothing. No shield. No hope. Myra tasted the choice like blood. You kept the ribbon, the ring said softly. I feel it. Thread and salt and childhood. Will you bind us, little star? Myra closed her eyes. She saw the capital's rooftops. She saw kids with kites. She saw her mother's empty chair. She opened her eyes. Her ship rolled out of the ring's hollow into open storm. Vanguard, stand down, she said. This is Myra-chan. I claim right of old treaties. Vowkeeper's prerogative. That's a bedtime story, Vale said. You are out of line? Then court-martial me after, she said. Her voice steadied. Planetary Council, if you can hear me, if any of you remember the songs authorized the binding. Silence. Then a new voice, older, ragged. This is Counselor Yao. My grandmother sang it. We thought it was myth. But my hands are old, and my city is under shadow. Do it, screens lit, the planet answered. Pulse of 1 billion hearts through fiber and storm. The ring flared, brighter than dawn. Speak the words. Her mother whispered. Myra pulled the silver ribbon from her flight suit pocket. She didn't remember putting it there, but it was warm in her hand. She wrapped it around the throttle. It felt like a promise. She spoke, voice low but steady. Circle finds circle. When storms run red. Bind the sky. Feed the dead. I wed you on behalf of our sea, our wind, our fire. I am keeper. I pay the cost. The ring sang. The sea answered. Rivers rose like veins of light. Towers threw shadows like spears. The circle dropped lower, slow, deliberate, taking place above the city as if lowering a veil. Brace! Vale shouted. Battery fire in 5. Don't, Myra said. Lightning climbed from ocean to sky. The ring's inner face bloomed with symbols. A braid, unbroken. A door. The Eater slid closer and the stars around it went out like candles. Myra, the ring said gently. Do you accept the joining? It will take your heartbeat into the shield. Once bound, you cannot unbind. Her ship shook. Her fear was a thin thread. Her hope was a blade, she whispered. I do. The world inhaled. And then every gun on the ridge fired. Follow if you want the next vow before the sky goes dark.